it is crazy to believe that JP's 7th year anniversary is practically 8 days away from officially kicking off, and I believe the units usually drop around the 30th or the 31st, so basically 10-11 days from the time I'm recording this video, and you can't lie, alright? Like, I know we all have high expectations when it comes to this anniversary. We know the units are going to be super powerful. We know the content is going to be amazing. But if they really want to make this the best celebration of all time, I think a lot of the weight actually falls on the EZA, which units actually receive EZA. So in this video, I made 2 EZA concepts that I would really love your opinion on, as well as some other units that I really think could be receiving EZAs based off of the potential units we could get for the anniversary themselves. So before we hop into this video, I need you to be very, very honest with me, okay? Take a look at all of these 7 masters of Dragon Ball here, okay? I need you to let me know right now in the comments which one would you rather train under, all right? Be honest with me. And if you are picking or even considering Beerus right now, then that's okay, but you just got caught simping for a purple cat, so you have to subscribe to the channel right now. That's not on me, that's on you, all right? You got caught lacking, but if it's anyone else, I could respect it, and you can skip the subscriber challenge today. Let's hop straight into this video. So honestly, the first 2 units that I could see getting EZAs during JP's 7th year anniversary is Fusing Vegito and Fusing Gogeta. Now keep in mind, these units came out in 2018. You know who else came out 2018? This unit right here. Let me actually pull them up for you just so you can see for yourself. In 2018, this LR actually dropped. Where are they? Right here. This LR, Goku and Frieza, all right? They are younger than both Fusing units, and they already have their EZA. So this unit, or these 2 units receiving EZAs, is not out of the question. And these units are basically approaching 4 years of age. 4 years of age. This guy has aged tremendously. This guy, not so much, but he's still, I would say, a powerhouse in and of himself. But I want to go ahead and show you guys my EZA concepts for these 2 LRs. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're going to be, yeah, let me know after I show you the concepts. Let me know what you think. Give me your honest feedback. What would you change? What would you do differently? Let me know. And let's start off with INT Vegito here, okay? So this guy, again, he's very, very powerful. He aged really, really well. But let me show you basically what I did for him. So in terms of his leader skill, immediately I changed Patara to 3 key and 170% to all stats. And then secondary, 3 key and 130% to all stats. And before, it was basically already at 170, but defense was 130. Defense, we need this to be 170, at least 150, but 170, come on, like this unit can definitely live off that. And then just I bumped this up by an extra 40% there. Then when it comes to super attack, I allowed him to raise defense on 12 key and then raise defense again on 18 key as well, besides just attack. Because before, it was nothing and then raise attack. So now he's raising defense on both 12 and 18 key, which I think it's very beneficial because this unit, even though he can do a lot of damage, does struggle a little bit defensively. So I want to correct that in this fusion here. Then for his passive skill, I gave him 140% to attack and defense instead of turns, basically 20% extra defense. I left this key mechanic the same, and then I gave him Joined Forces category allies 2 key and 20% to attack and defense, and then everything else is the same. So if I go to Joined Forces here, who do you think is on this category? We have units like this Tech Gogeta. We have units like this STR Vegito. So now when you link this Chad right here up with this Chad right here, this EZA Chad, imagine giving this unit an extra 2 key and 20% to attack and defense just for existing. Like, this guy doesn't need it. This guy doesn't need it. The joined forces at this point would become very, very strong. All right. And then I also went ahead and changed their Patara fusion condition. Instead of 6 turns, I made it 4 turns. So you can see this a little bit faster if you are below HP, which would mean you definitely do need a little bit of help in terms of just defense and power, whatever the case may be. So overall, I didn't change this unit way too much, but I did allow them to raise defense on 12 and 18 key, you know, just increasing their defensive power. I gave them 20% extra attack and defense out of turn with an additional, basically 20% attack and defense just from supporting, like they're supporting themselves, but also everyone else on rotation. When we fuse is where things get a little crazy. So On his 12 key, I gave him massively lowers attack, which could be very beneficial in typical content, because some units can hit very, very hard. And then I didn't touch his 18 key at all. His 18 key is literally the same as it was before, as you guys can see right there. And then for his passive, I gave him 177% attack and defense instead of 150. And then I gave him a medium chance to crit at the start of turn. So this is basically permanent from the moment the fusion occurs. The reason why this is broken is because Vegito, right, is a countering unit. When a unit counters, you want to give this unit crit in the hidden potential system, which I would assume many people have already done for this guy. So if you have like 20 something crit or 15 something crit in the hidden potential system, on top of having a medium chance to crit right here from his passive, the amount of crits you're going to see from these counters are going to be absolutely insane, which means he's putting out overall more damage on top of the extra 27% damage he is getting from you know, the start of turn buff right there. The key mechanic, sorry, is the exact same. And then I gave him defense plus 7% within the same turn after each normal attack countered. So this doesn't stack. I mean, this stacks, but only for one turn. So for example, let's just say Vegito is in the first slot, which I kind of designed. Okay, let me speak English. I kind of designed this guy to be that first slot unit because, again, he is countering. He has 177% defense, medium chance to crit, and this defense proc here, if he gets hit like 5-6 times in that first slot, at least if they're normal attacks, he's going to be building up a lot of defense from all those, you know, attacks he's going to be countering. And if he gets super attacked, like after he attacks, like with 177% defense and this right here, like he's going to be good to go. He's like, I doubt he's gonna be taking that much damage. Again, I didn't make this guy too OP, but I think this extra attack and defense, this chance to crit for a countering unit, I think this guy is super powerful. And again, his stats are insanely high already. The extra 5 super attack is gonna make him hit a little bit harder. Like, let me know what you guys think. Would you consider this to be a broken EZA, a little bit too overpowered, or do you think I still could have gone a little bit crazier for this Vegito? Now let's take a look at Gogeta, who again I could see really receiving an EZA during the 7th year anniversary. So Fusing Gogeta, I kind of changed this guy up a little bit, but his framework is pretty much the same. So he leads Fusion 3 key 170 and then Physical 3 key 130. This guy actually raised attack and defense on 12 key and then only raised attack on 18 key. Whereas Vegito actually went ahead and raised just defense on 12 key and then attack and defense on 18 key. So again, in terms of like which one would be better overall, I wanted them both to you know, raise defense on their 12 key just in case you can't get that 18 key. But if you do end up getting the 18 key with this guy, there is no defensive raise where there is one for Vegito, okay? In terms of, you know, the actual EZA concept. Then this guy will be receiving 140% attack and defense instead of turn. Again, basically just the same buff I gave to Vegito, just a little bit, just basically 20% extra defense and attack there. Same key mechanic, but I gave him pure Saiyan's category allies 2 key and 20% to attack and defense. You know who's on pure Saiyans, by the way? Let me go ahead and show you guys just in case you don't know. Look at pure Saiyans real quick. Where's pure Saiyans? Hold on. Oh yeah. Look at Vegito. Oh yeah. Look who's here. Look at this. Look at this. You know who's on pure Saiyans? Oh, that's not what I meant to pull up. Do you see who's on pure Saiyans here? Do you see who's on pure Saiyans? And then obviously the Tech Gogeta as well. I'm telling you guys right now, this buff is going to be substantial. This buff, even though it's only 2 key and 20% to attack and defense, is going to be substantial. And the reason why, again, I gave these units like this Gogeta and this Vegito that buff, you know, before fusing is because you like this fusing condition, even though I made it 2 turns less, could still be kind of hard to get, right? So I wanted this unit to not only be a little bit stronger offensively and defensively, but also to provide some support while they're waiting to fuse, you know? Making their rotations just a lot better offensively and defensively and just more cohesive, you know? So again, this guy obviously he's pretty good. And then the 4 turn instead of 6 turns buff right there, easy. Now we move into Gogeta. So Gogeta on his 12 key raises allies defense by 30% for 1 turn. So you want to run this guy in the first slot. You want to run this guy in the first slot to go ahead and give everyone else on the rotation 30% defense, which can be an issue if you're running this guy and this guy on the same team. But the thing is, like, I imagine you run this guy with the Tech Fusing Gogeta, and you run this Chad with the STR Fusing Vegito, and you have yourself some pretty disgusting rotations. So, and then on his 18 key, he massively lowers attack and defense, which is, like, I would say this guy's super attack stuff is definitely better than, like, Vegito's, because, like, Vegito's, right? Vegito's just massively lowers attack on 18 key, on 12 key, which is good, but, like, I don't know. And then raising allies attack by 30% for 1 turn is also good, but I think Dokkan is still in that defensive meta where defense is just going to play a more of an important role in long events and just difficult content overall than just attack is. So, like, raising allies defense on the 12 key is super easy, while also massively lowering it. Like, if you get an additional, like, let's say you get an 18 key and then an additional super attack, you're raising everyone's defense and also massively lowering their attack and defense. So SPR, this is going to be like a very strong buff. Then, or debuff. Then we have the passive skill. So, everything here is basically the same. Remember, though, he is effective against all types. So, I had to basically change the way I was going to go ahead and handle this unit. So, I still gave him attack and defense plus 150% at the start of turn. And the reason why I did that is because, again, he is effective against all types. So, like, he's going to be putting out, on average, more damage than Vegito would if Vegito had the same buff here. I also gave him medium chance to dodge evade attacks as well at the start of turn. So he has a medium chance to dodge, attack and defense 150%, and effective against all types. Which, again, with this buff right here, for all allies, again, it's just a very powerful unit. Then I went ahead and gave this, I mean, he had the same key mechanic, but now he gets extra attack with each attack evaded. So he can build up an extra 35% attack from his passive. So overall, his attack power could actually exceed Vegito's, because Vegito's, remember, is at 177%. Actually, could it? 35, where's, yeah, yes, it could. So again, this Vegito starts at 177% attack with the crit chance he has, which again, he's gonna be doing a lot of freaking damage. But this Vegito, or this Gogeta here, can build up an additional 35 on top of 150, so you at what, 185% attack. Granted, he dodges everything, plus the chance to dodge, plus the effective against all types. Like, I think honestly, this unit is so much better. The only issue I could see people saying about this unit is that defensively, they're not going to be the greatest, which, you know, I could agree, because the only defensive buff this unit really received, honestly, is just the, you know, medium chance to dodge. And then, you know, maybe you could say the extra defensive buff from the leader skill, which again, you're probably running this guy on a 170 lead anyways, this whole time, but also the super attack stuff. So again, this guy, I wanted to cater more towards just his damage overall, where I wanted to cater this guy more towards defense. But again, the medium chance to crit is just going to be absolutely broken for this guy. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I think Vegito, in terms of just EZAs, is a little bit better in terms of these two concepts. But I think both units are still very strong. Let me know what you guys think. Again, would you say to make this Gogeta stronger? What would you personally do? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, let's just move on really quickly to the other units I really think could get EZAs. Starting off with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I kind of teased a little bit before when I was clicking through stuff. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, if GT ends up being like a theme within this anniversary, then this guy literally, like, okay, the only thing they need to do this guy, literally the only thing they need to do is change this from attack plus 120 to attack and defense plus 120. After you do that, 120% attack and defense while debuffing, while great chance to counter, including super attacks, while greatly raising attack and defense, this guy becomes really good. If they want to go crazy, they would make this 150 attack and defense, and then extreme class allies attack and extreme class enemies attack and defense minus 30%. 30% with 150% attack and defense here with that great chance to counter, including super attack. Like, this unit becomes literally God. But that's all they really need to do with this unit. And then same thing with Omega. If this guy gets an EZA, I see Omega also getting an EZA. And same thing goes for him. Like, actually for him, I would actually keep this at 120% attack and defense. Maybe bump this up to 40%. Because there's more super, like, I don't think people would be mad if if Omega's debuff for all enemies was a little bit higher than Gogeta's anyways. So make this 40% to attack and defense lowered from all enemies. And then give this guy 2 additional attacks, guaranteed attacks, each of which have a high chance to become a super attack. You do that, it's like another, dude, it's literally another physical cooler on the team. Extreme Physical becomes really freaking OP. And this guy becomes very, very powerful as well. And if he has any defensive raising, gimmicks on his super attack, he's going to be looking very, very powerful, potentially increasing it. I mean, dude, I think he could stack defense. Honestly, he could be a defensive stacker for sure. Yeah. So like, because he only has 120% defense at the start of turn, anyways. So if he super attacks or dude, hold on, I'm trying to think now. He can get 4 super attacks per turn theoretically, because the first super attack. Then each 2 attacks that can become super attacks plus like the hidden potential. That's 4 super attacks per turn, 4 defensive raises per turn. This guy could end up being very, very disgusting. You have to keep in mind that he also has big bad bosses. So again, things could get very, very scary, very, very quick. And of course, Shadow Dragons as well. Next, I just want to go ahead and mention Tech Vegito. Tech Vegito, dude, all this man needs is start of turn like attack and defense plus 50%, and he just becomes goated because he builds up 150% attack, performs a lot of, I would actually change medium to high, and he also stacks as well. Like, give this man start of turn attack and defense, he's actually really, really good. And then this Chad right here could end up being one of the most important extreme class EZAs besides like AGL Turles, and only because of this buff right here and this debuff, which again can work very well in something like SBR or extreme SBR. So this guy literally just got 130% to his own attack and defense, gave extreme class allies like key 4 and 50% defense, and then super class enemies attack and defense minus 50%. This guy is god in SBR because all the enemies have their attack and defense lowered by 50%, basically halved. And then this guy is coming in giving all allies like another 50% defense. So they're basically defending better from the defense, but also their defense looks better because their attack is lower by freaking 50%, right? So again, it's like, and the leader skills for these 2 units could be like 4 key and 150, which I think is not OP because you have to still include all 5 super types. So 4 key and 150 for these 2, I think could be super, super powerful. So again, let me know what you guys think. What EZAs would you like to see for JP's 7th year anniversary? These are personally my picks, and if they want to make the game, is this me a Khalifa? Hey, yo. If they want to go ahead and, make the anniversary one of the best anniversaries ever, again, a lot of the weight does fall on the EZAs. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and peace.